right, welcome everybody to round 4 of Winter Challenge number 12. We have got Cal Shadowstep at the bottom of your screen on Mono Primal versus their teammate from Team Eternal Journey, AsheAcer, at the top of your screen. All right, Cal's gonna. This is an easy mulligan for Cal. Looking at a single Primal Sigil, gonna have to toss this one back.
Yep, Acer with 3 power, 2 Death Wings, a Reappropriator, and a Sveia, notably only 1 Shadow Source. So currently, Acer can play either the Death Wings, but they can't play the Reappropriator. Um, they're just gonna hope to draw out some more power and maybe some interaction too to be able to deal with like a Jural.
All right, Cal Shadowstep looking at their hand here. Of course, this is tossing back. Now, this is a Giral deck, so it seems right up your alley, Doc. And I think we saw the very tail end of one where Giral just did what, 17 damage or something in the last turn with just an attack there.
Yeah, Jural doing Jural things.
Yeah. The players have been waiting for us, so I know that they're good to go here. Just in case. Peek behind the curtain of the high production value here, but we do what we can. Right.
Whatever works, right?
Whatever works, exactly. All right, Cal says 1 sec, but anyway, all right. Well, thank you again. While we have time, thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. We really appreciate everyone joining us, and thank you everyone who's joined in all the challenges. It's been 12 challenges, as I mentioned, since the start of the year or since the end of last year. It's been pretty exciting season. We're definitely looking forward to it. And then the Invitational is going to be a blast. You're going to have 16 of the world's best players going at it with Throne decks, Expedition decks. I know. I'm looking forward to it, Doc. I'm sure you're looking forward to playing. But we got a lot coming up. So that's March 6th. So pencil that in. Cross out your day for March 6th. That's a Saturday. Make sure you want to spend a couple hours hanging out with us here for our Tuesday Night Eternal Invitational. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, exciting stuff for sure.
And who knows? Maybe by that point we'll have some news on official organized play.
I know, right? I know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I hope that will, arrive sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we hope so. We know that for those of you who haven't heard, there's been, well, not really much news, but basically that there is news coming. The announcement of the announcement. So we're hoping that that's good news there. All right. Well, why don't we, while we're waiting for them, why don't we flip over and see if we can catch one of the starts of one of the other matches rather than sitting here and looking at a screen here. So let's go switch over to I'm Straight versus Marvin the Imp for fun, and I'll keep my view here to see when I'll shut off the hand cam here, but I'll keep an eye on that other match to see when they start. All right, what are we looking at here? So I'm Straight's got their what was it? Praxionless? Someone in chat had a good one there. Fractionless. I think I missed an opportunity there, but I'm Straight on their Fractionless deck versus Marvin the Imp on Argenport here. Attacking in with limited all-star Barricade Basher.
Yep, seems good. It does mean that if they want, Marvin can get rid of potentially both blockers or just one of the blockers if they want. They can get in with a Fort Smasher, which seems like a pretty good way to kind of get the ball rolling here for their development. So they're going to exploit. This signals to me that either they're going to plunder something and play the know thy enemy, or they're just going to suffocate the um, auto tread.
All right, well,
So they
let's
got
flip over. Let's flip over back to our main match here. It looks like they have started. So sorry to cut you short there, but they just got started. So now we got this match: Cal Shadowstep versus AsheAcer. Here we go. Cal Shadowstep, first one to act with the sweet promo Maveloft Huntress coming out here. Is this Edict main deck, or do they grab that? I think it's got to be main deck, right? They haven't gone to their market yet.
Yeah, I think I saw it in their opening hand. Or wait, no. Yeah, I saw one in their other opening hand. They must have redrawn and also found another one here.
Well, either way, they're going to toss that one away for Rain of Frogs here. Deathwing the play for AsheAcer, and Giral ascending the draw for Cal Shadow Step. Here comes that Rain of Frogs. What are we going to name here? Ooh, it was quick. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
It was really fast.
I think that might have been No Thy Enemy.
Also, it was one of the
I
more
don't.
expensive cards. It was
Yeah,
expensive one there. Right, here comes that little froggy and another Deathwing for AsheAcer. Now, when you're mono primal and you've got the symbols here, it makes that draw get pumped up in a hurry. Already at 6 when playing it out here.
interesting. So not playing the Olzeal, just going ahead here to play the Jural. A little less power efficient, but the Olzeal isn't doing much on this board anyways. At least the
True.
Jural has the potential to, draw them something next turn, deal some damage. It makes AsheAcer. I guess no, the Olzeal would have could have blocked a 2/3 life steal. Interesting.
It's true.
So there was a transpose for a forbidden research.
Here we go. Forbidden Research. You got Know Thy Enemy. Well, it wasn't Know Thy Enemy. Know Thy Enemy, Huntress. And
Yeah, maybe it was like a
Primal
royal
Sigil there.
enter. I don't know. I have to
Yeah, it was so
look.
fast. All right, Wisdom off the top for Cal. Interesting, not going so not going with the Helio there, huh? Um, would have drawn. I guess Helio would have drawn what 3 cards there.
Interesting.
I wonder if they were trying to get a primal symbol off the Wisdom,
Maybe.
maybe.
Maybe. Geneva Merchant grabbing. Let's see. Primordial. Yep.
Grabbing that Primordial. We've seen that one. That is a sweet card.
Yeah, it seems like it's good. It would be good in this matchup generally.
Prism Golem. That's one that we a factionless card we see quite a bit, but basically a 3 power 7/7, but it gets -2 for each type for each faction influence you have. So in factionless decks, it's a straight 7/7. Here, it's going to be a 5/5, but just still a big body for the cost. All right, here comes that Primordial. So this is sort of a must answer because once this starts spitting out 3/1 killers every turn, you get behind in a hurry.
Yep.
Unfortunately, stunning it doesn't really do much. Actually, it's probably worse than do much because you lose all your dazzles too. Oh, polymorph off the top though.
That was a good one.
That's a good draw. That's a good answer to Primordial. Again, you lose the polymorphs out of your deck, but weren't even any more in the deck, so kind of the cleanest answer you could imagine there.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect timing too. Gonna attack for 2 with the Helios and drop that 5/5 Golem.
Ooh, this is a Cal Shadow Step. Heads up, holding up this dazzle here for this Know Thy Enemy. Oh wow.
Wow, brutal. Nice play. Heads up in chat for Cal. That was nice leaving up that dazzle there. Edict off the top here. That's not going to hit the Deathwing. But AsheAcer empty-handed. They might be at 35 life, but empty-handed here. And now you got the Ulzai here. And another Golem. Lots of bodies here now for Cal.
Yep, yeah, Cal's developing their board quite nicely here.
Just deserts the draw. That can take care of one of these 5/5s, but
So just desserts there, so they're gonna be able to get rid of both Prism Golems, but Acer doesn't really have anything else left in the tank now. I mean, Cal has like an entire grip full of
yeah,
cards.
you got a Torgov. They've got a fully powered up Dural here. Got another Drake that you can play out there. Lots of options here, and can leave up Dazzle too.
Yep, so they discard Edict and Olzeal. I'm gonna play both of those. That makes sense.
Those are 2 pretty
Yeah,
good units, and a seat off the top for Ashe. That's not going to do anything, and really the only thing Ashe has going is 26 health, and that's not going to last very long.
yep, yeah. Cal looks to be in the driver's seat of this game for sure.
All right, can just swing out. Let's see what Dural hits. Whiff the first one. No blocks here for Ashe. Not going to jump at this point in the game. That's going to be it. So Cal Shadowstep's going to take that one, game one.
That's pretty impressive showing.
That was pretty impressive showing. This deck seems pretty sweet. These are all cards that I like. I just never really thought Mono Primal was going to be strong enough, but they're all sweet cards. Put them together. Maybe there's something there.
Yeah, I really like Cal's take on the deck. We'll definitely have to try it out at some point on the stream.
Well, and now that you don't have Silexes to worry about, you can just play mono. You just play mono factions.
That's totally valid. Yeah.
There was a little bit of awkwardness before, where why play mono faction when you can't play Silexes, but now that you don't need to do that, more deck building room for sure. All right, time for game two here. Cal Shadowstep up a game, 1-0 over AsheAcer. They've got symbol, mismatching symbols. Look at the shade of blue difference here.
Oh wow. I think I have that. When I'm playing like a primal symbol deck, usually Elysian. I think I have like not all of them premium.
Yeah, I just give people a hard time. All right, here
Yeah,
comes. It's not a bad hand though. I mean, Huntress, you got two merchants here. You've got a lot of influence if you want it.
I'm sure you remember Tabu's mismatched Varas. I think were they Varas or Aspenals? They're Varas, right?
Varas, I think, yeah.
It's-
Yeah, gonna toss
uh,
back one of these edicts. These edict of Lunaries are not amazing in this matchup, but here comes that reappropriator. Just fire
so
off
they
Rain
go
of Frogs. Yeah,
turn frogs again.
Rain of
So I'm
Frogs.
thinking the smites probably. I suppose you could take the Huntress, but at least the smites are getting rid of two cards in hand. Oh, they're going for the Huntress. I
Going
guess
for
that
the
makes
Huntress.
sense
All right, at least we saw
because
what it was this time. So taking that Huntress.
yeah, I suppose the advantage of this is Acer can't now like just plunder their power away and cycle, so they're kind of out of gas now. Cal knows about the smites and can plan accordingly. And nicely, this is a 4/4 Huntress, which
Yeah,
means smite can't kill it.
not at that point. It's true. All right, now Clan Tactics. So that can hit the reappropriator too. A Ghastly Perfume here is also a nice draw. That's a nice little removal spell for Cal, but they're going to toss that away to get Vengeful Flight. I like
I
that.
think it seems very good. Seems very, very good. Uh-oh, exploit. That was a really timely draw there for AsheAcer.
Did AsheAcer have undepleted power last turn? Because
They
so Smite could have hit after the attack, right? It was a 4-1 at that point.
yeah, so they had 5 open power. They could have smited
Yeah.
it could have after the attack. You're right.
After the
The other
attack, it would have been a 4-1. Or do they have an
yeah,
up? Yeah, at the end of turn, they have an
yeah,
opportunity too, right?
yep. Yeah, the other option could have been, and I don't think they would have done this, but they could have, played 2 smites on the Genev Merchant
True.
that was imbued. And then they're also getting rid of the Huntress that way, but that seems less efficient than
Yep.
just trading the
Another
smite for the
exploit off
Huntress.
the top is going to take care of that clan tactic. So Acer might have been a little behind, but was actually able to get their primordial and empty Cal Shadowstep's hand. So
Yeah, that's
this
impressive.
primordial is actually going to be trouble for Cal again. We talked about it last game. This is going to be tough.
The
Nick
killer,
NRW, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah.
yeah, the killer units with Roland out,
Oh no.
good. And I mean,
Oh.
Cal can like dazzle, but that wouldn't really like solve the problem.
Yeah, that's right. You could dazzle one of them, but now Cal's in trouble. Cal's deck just does not have an answer to Primordial. It was really talk about how timely that polymorph was last game. You're seeing it here. Cal seemed like in good shape, and this got away from them in a hurry.
Yeah, this is brutal. Absolutely brutal.
How the turntables have turned here. Primordial into Roland. This is gonna be rough. I don't know what Cal can do. I mean, at this point, it's too late too. I mean, you can draw your polymorph now, but damage is done.
Interesting attack.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just worried about like, uh,
I mean, I guess you have the
huh?
other Roland, but yeah, I don't
Were
love
they
that.
trying to bluff just desserts? Maybe they were bluffing just desserts. It's also fair that like,
Or maybe shrink it so that you can kill it with one of the 3 ones. That's fair.
well, Well, the disadvantage of having two Rolls on board is eventually you fill up your board, and that
Yeah,
means you're not making 3-1s with Plasma Primordial as much.
true. It's a good
So
point.
that it did that.
Talk about first world problems. When you're making too many 1/1 flying deadlies, you don't have room for your 3/1 killers you're getting for free every turn.
Yeah. All right, so double block there.
Blocks
And that makes
there.
sense. It means that, the Primordial next turn can kill the Prison Golem, which is nice.
Sure can. Plus a reappropriator too. Well, there's the polymorph. Well, yeah, I mean, we said he needed it, but I don't know. That might be too late there. Now you're
Yeah,
staring down a board of way
Suffocate
too
off
many
the
things.
top is just going to be a ton of pressure.
And then
Warped
warped.
Death.
Oh my gosh. AsheAcer has drawn unbelievably well this game.
Really brutal sequence of draws here for sure.
Yeah, this is one of those games where I'm in Cal seat and I just stop and say, "What just happened?"
Yeah, no, absolutely.
All right.
So
Well,
can they survive this turn?
yeah.
I
What's
guess it's
interesting? Can you
probably not.
survive with two? Can you survive with two dazzles? You'll deal 4 damage to the face.
Yeah, the nice thing here for Acer though is assuming that the draw blocks the Geneve Merchant, you can just deserts it, and that means it's not going to be able to attack back, even if Cal survives. Oh,
Was
but
it
they're
just
taking.
lethal? I think it was
Oh, it
just.
might have just
I
been
think yeah. It
lethal.
looks like it was just lethal anyway. Well,
Yep.
all right. So they're gonna even it at 1 game apiece. So this matchup seems fairly close. It seems like Cal Shadowstep had a good start there, but then the game one they needed the polymorph exactly on that turn, and then in game two they didn't have it exactly on that turn, and it got away from them quickly. So interesting.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot going on in that game, kind of swinging back and forth,
Yeah, that's
which
what
is
I'm
pretty
gonna.
exciting.
That's what I'm gonna want to go rewatch the vods of later this week to see that one because that one was a lot of things going on as you said there. All right, game three. This is a really important game for Cal Shadowstep to win. If they win this, they can have a good shot at qualifying for the Invitational. If they lose this, they do not. They're out. All right, not a bad hand though. Primal Symbol. You got your Raw, Dazzle, Prism Golem, and a little bit of protection.
Yep. I I like Cal's hand. Acer's hand has some interaction, but these Rollants are pretty far away from being castable.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like Acer's on like a mold a six, sort of. I mean, a lot of their hand is uncastable
yeah.
in
And there's a
the short
Svetya off the
term.
top. You weren't going to cast Svetya early anyway, but still pretty far away from casting that as well. Oh, there's a
Yeah, and
Silex. That's
Cal
helpful.
played around Suffocate really nicely here, waiting to play Geralt until they could hold up Swift Refusal.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty good. And Just Desserts isn't great into Geralt. It's also not great into
Yeah, Torgoth.
Torgov.
Sure. Yeah, heads up play there for Cal. Attacking. They did hit an Edict, which not a great hit, but I guess got it off the top of the deck. It's a card. Now, I
I
think you just
imagine it.
slammed Torgov. Yeah.
So Acer did find an Argenport Silix Laster. That's about the ideal power they could have hoped for.
Yeah.
But they're going to need another one in order to, really get things going.
Suffocate going to take care of the Geralt, but Torgov is going to hit, and that's what you want to do if you're Cal. Hit with Torgov. Here comes the Huntress, and you get to pitch that Edict. So that actually worked really well. Drawing the Edict off of the draw, which you really couldn't even deploy, but then basically trading it as a free discard and getting this Huntress.
Yep.
Nice.
The one downside here with this Huntress, though, is that Just Desserts can kill it.
True.
So, but Cal has the Dazzle up, which could help.
Yeah. Also, the
Huntress.
disadvantage of you don't. I mean, it's probably better, but you aren't able to attack with the draw or the Torgov and get the trigger.
Yeah. Gonna plunder the Svetya, and then they have Just Desserts up. Um, so Acer's not gonna wait. They're gonna go for it now. Let's see if Cal's gonna let it happen. That That makes sense considering, there's not a roll on board. You don't really care about it dying.
Yeah, there might not
Uh,
be a rolling on board, but there's two in hand, and because Ash was able to plunder. Actually, there are three in hand. So here's one, and there's two more following that came from. And unfortunately, Dazzled not looking great in the eyes and the bright purple eyes of Roland there. Roland having endurance, of course. Impressive attack here. There's a vicious overgrowth. That's a nice hit off of Giral. That's actually a perfect hit off of Giral.
yeah. I'm interested in I wonder if Cal wanted to grab fluctuate reality there. I think looks like now they're just going to do that. That makes sense. Okay.
Got that rolling, but as we mentioned, got another one, and then a third one behind this one.
Yep. So now Cal can think fluctuate reality. That probably makes some sense. You want to maximize odds of Jaral
Yeah,
getting in here. I would think.
yeah,
Oh, they're just gonna go for Helio. I mean, I guess neither of Cal's units die to the
that's
Roland,
true.
but it does open up the possibility that AsheAcer draws something like a Know Thy Enemy or something in that vein that can kind of help them come back in the game.
Definitely. Roland doing his best Mocto impression here. Keep coming out to the board, but here comes the Huntress for Cal. That's gonna be pretty good here.
Yep, they'll be able to get rid of. They can get rid of both of them because they have two Huntresses, and AsheAcer is Hellbent.
Um, Chaining
Do that
Huntresses, love that.
always. Shading Huntresses is a lifestyle.
Yeah, so all three Rolands answered cleanly without a single Valkyrie being made. That's you gotta love that if you're Cal.
That's impressive. Yeah.
Right, and now looking at 10 plus damage with the Giral. Actually, you got a ton of damage next turn. He probably has lethal next turn, right? 10 on board, 12 on board, plus any
I would think so.
spell.
Yeah. I would think so. Yeah.
Pretty close. And here's just a sigil, and I think Cal's gonna take this one.
Wow. Yeah.
Three back-to-back Rolands, and Cal just had clean answers to all three. And here
Yeah.
we
Dude,
go.
Malbuff
Yeah.
Huntress is a phenomenal Eternal card. It's just phenomenal.
Absolutely. Gonna berserk Giral here. This is gonna knock Ash down to 3. And Cal just needs, there you go, Wisdom of the Elders off the top. That'll do it.
Good stuff.
There you go. The secret mode of Wisdom of the Elders, draw 2 cards, kill your opponent. There we go. Cal's Shadow Step gonna go to 3-1. Okay, now you gotta now you gotta pray to the gods of tiebreakers if you're Cal Shadow Step, because they did everything they needed to do here. They're gonna get some points. Now you're gonna have to see, and that was actually the last match of the round. So